Good afternoon. This is the Grimsby report play with me, Mr. Dino Wingate. Hello. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're fine. This video is going to be. It would have been a transfer update. Fortunately, we've got no transfer news on the Grimsby Town front. This is going to be a little bit of an opinion video. This on the bit of panic and a bit of unrest that's going on with the Grimsby Town fan base. I want to start this video off by saying, don't panic. And we'll be saying, yes, but we kick off next week. You know, we kick off against Morecambe next week, and the side's not ready yet. You know, the squad isn't ready yet. If you've actually listened to Ollie's interviews in the last week, 10 days, he even said that we may not be ready till October. You know, he's one of these guys. He's a very stingent guy. He won't sign players out of pressure. He won't sign players because he has to sign them. He'll sign them if they aren't the right type of player that he wants. He won't sign them. You know, am I getting a little bit concerned? The truth is, yes, I am. I am getting a little bit concerned because obviously we haven't got any new signings in for about 2 weeks now since we actually brought anybody else in. What is very, very public knowledge, we know we've missed out on a couple of players since then. One very publicly because of the deal that Grimsby had put on the table. He wouldn't accept it. And Philip Day mentioned yesterday when he was questioned by Mike White, was it Theo Robinson? The answer was yes, it was. It was Theo Robinson that turned us down, which I think everyone had become the public knowledge that it was. And obviously he went on and moved on to Port Vale. To me, that transfer stings. And it stings because it's not the fact we lost a player to Port Vale. That doesn't sting. I think it was because he refused a safety clause. He's in his rights to do that, you know. But the way I look at it is, it's not, to me, it's not because Port Vale were a better proposition. It was just because of that. And I know we've lost a couple of the trialists, but we did have 3 playing yesterday's trial match. 3 other ones come back. So we'll see in this next week as to who those trialists were. I'd like to have an idea who they were. I did see a couple of video clips going around on Grimsby forums of a little bit of the game being played at BP, the trial game. I think this season us Grimsby fans have got to not accept mediocrity. It's not about Grimsby accepting mediocrity. And I've said this throughout this: no manager at our level or League One level should have any general pressure put on them. Okay, if you look at clubs like Bolton, and you look at clubs like Bradford, and you look at clubs like Portsmouth in League One and Sunderland in League One, they're going to have pressure, but they're going to have pressure because of the size of the club. That's where their pressure comes from. I've got all the faith in the world in Ian Holloway. Like I said before, am I nervous? Yes. One other thing I'm going to touch on as well is everyone's talking, well, if the club, you know, goes out the League Cup, it doesn't matter. And if we lose to Harrogate, it doesn't matter. I've got a different mentality to that. My mentality is, I don't want us to go into the first game of the season next weekend, the weekend after, sorry, next weekend, because I'm recording this on a Sunday. Obviously, this weekend we're actually going to be in the cup action with Morecambe. Next weekend we're actually going to be in league action against Walsall. I don't want to be going into the game next weekend with Walsall on the back of 2 defeats. I don't want that. You know, and I'm sure all Grimsby Town fans don't want that. Does the trophy matter? No, it doesn't. But that doesn't mean I don't want Grimsby to go out there and try and win the games. Of course I do. I want them to go out there and try and win the games. We don't know what kind of squad we're going to have. We have had the unlucky position of 3 players not going to be fit, especially for Morecambe and for Harrogate. James Hansen will not be fit. Luke Hendry may be fit. He is back training and running, so he could be back. But obviously, Belen Mojny not going to be fit because they believe he has sciatica. So 2 out of 3 definitely will not be fit for Morecambe and may not be available for the opening league game at Walsall on the 12th. And this can cause a lot of unrest and unsettled feelings between fans. You know, why have rumours gone quiet? Why is it all gone? You know, why has it all gone quiet? Well, Matt Dean put out a tweet, and at the end of that tweet, he said that Ian Holloway is probably close to agreeing some deals. Obviously, the tweet also involved Josh Benson and Anthony Glennon, and the fact that Grimsby has been told by Burnley that they will not be returning. Disappointing, but also very, very understandable. I don't think I ever expected those 2 lads to come back. Never expected that. So a bit of a blow for us Grimsby fans there. But I'm sure Ollie, as he said, he is working round the clock to try and get players in. And he's also, like I said, he's one of these guys that won't sign for signing's sake. And he's never done that. And he's also never signed, you would say, to start with when he first joins clubs, he doesn't sign always named players. He always signs players that may be a little bit out of left field. So it'll be interesting to see this week. This week, I think, will be quite busy. I will be doing a video on Friday where I'll be talking about any transfer dealings we have by up to that point, but I'll also be previewing the Morecambe tie on Friday. So look out for that. There will be a video coming out by the end of the week for that. In this video, I also just want to touch on the supporters and the fans, and we get a lot of credit for how loud we are when we go away to games and how supportive all us fans are, because we love this club. Put it this way, I love it like this, you know, where fans of a League Two club, second division club, whatever you want to say. And I believe we are probably the best fan base in the entire EFL. And we've shown that over the COVID-19 pandemic. We've shown that over the years of supporting Grimsby on how much we love this football club. And the credit we got a couple of years ago went to Crystal Palace by Palace supporters and a lot of clubs as well, a lot of other clubs, and obviously the recognition and admiration we got from Chelsea supporters and staff there that we never stop seeing, and why should we? We are probably the most underrated fan base in England, and I think all we have to do as a fan base is keep believing, Keep believing in Holloway. Keep believing in Anthony Limbrick. Keep believing in Ben Davies. Things may have gone a bit quiet on the front of transfers, but like I've said to a lot of supporters, and I will continue to say, just because it's gone quiet doesn't mean nothing is happening. It doesn't mean nothing is happening. I'm sure Ollie's trying his damnedest to try and get players to the football club, but this is probably the hardest period. One thing I'll touch on is I know that a lot of supporters were talking about the code of conduct thing. We've all got to remember that is not a Grimsby Town. That is not a Grimsby Town stipulation. Basically, that is not Grimsby. That is the EFL. That is what they have said. Grimsby have to comply with those because of, if they didn't, they wouldn't allow the ground to be open. So if it means that if I get into the ground that I have to sign that, I will willingly sign it. Like I said, and we all are like this, you know, everyone gets unsettled, everyone gets annoyed, everyone gets frustrated. We all love Grimsby. Every fan loves Grimsby. Every fan, we are true fans, okay? And I know a lot of people that are Liverpool supporters and are, you know, Premier League club supporters. I don't want to say they have it easy, but they do, because their club is just on TV. You don't have to go to the grounds, and I think the reason why lower league clubs fans are so itching to get back is we don't have the luxury of being able to sit there every Sunday afternoon, or every Saturday night. We don't have the luxury of being able to watch Grimsby every single week on TV. We have to go to Blundell Park, you know, and we do, whether it's 3,500 to 4,000 every time, you know, or anybody that goes. I know there are those supporters as well that are further away, so they can't always get, but they will try. I know we've got fans down south, I know we've got fans abroad, I know we've got fans up north, I know we've got fans in the Midlands that try and get to as many games as they can. They can't get to them all. All I'd say to the fans there is, if you don't agree with what's being put in place, buy the match passes, because Grimsby Town still get 80% of that income by the match pass. Now, I've already bought my Morecambe match pass a week in advance. I don't buy match passes a week in advance. I usually wait till about the day before. I've actually done it a week in advance. I did it last week. As soon as they became available, I bought my match pass, because I can't be at Blundell Park next Saturday. I can't be there. We all can't be there. So I'll buy a match pass, and I'll be wearing my black and white shirt. I'll be wearing my black and white Grimsby Town shirt, because people are going to say, well, this is going to be like pre-season and things like that. It is, but it's going to be like a meaningful pre-season then, because the two games we've got, whether you like the EFL Trophy, I don't. I have my opinion on that. I don't like the EFL Trophy. I don't like the way it's done. I don't like the way it's put together. But it's still a competitive match for Grimsby. So, like a lot of us Grimsby Town fans, again, we need to unite through this. You know, we need to unite through these hard times that Grimsby's going through, and I'm sure that we will. I'm sure all clubs at the lower levels, League One, League Two, lower end Championship, should do that. You know, we should all unite. You know what I mean? And I think us Grimsby fans will, because I believe we are the best. I know a lot of people will say, no, we've got the best supporters. No, we've got the best supporters. And I've always said you should believe that. But I genuinely believe we are the best set of supporters in the land. I genuinely believe that. Whenever we go away, I believe we can make the loudest noise. I'd love that sometimes, somebody to put a meter in every League Two ground and see who has the loudest support. But loudest doesn't always mean best either. I believe that we have the best. But I would like to know who are the loudest away supporters in League Two, or even in lower league football 1 and 2. You know, who has the loudest supporters when they go away? It'll be interesting to find that out, really. But it's all about context and going. Just stay relaxed, stay cool, guys. You know, things will be happening. Things will happen. I do think this week's going to be quite busy for Ollie. Hopefully we hear some news tomorrow. The latest probably Tuesday. We might get a signing through come Wednesday. A couple of signings come through Wednesday. We need signings. But let Ollie do his thing. Ollie's not sitting on his hands doing nothing. I'm almost certain of that. And this is just for all fans, for all us fans. On Saturday, get on iFollow. Get on iFollow. Get that match pass. Wear your black and white shirt with pride. Kiss the badge if you need to. And go, okay, it's behind closed doors. If you can get to a mate's house, go and watch the game there. Grab a beer, grab a glass of wine, grab whatever you want. Grab the snacks, grab a, you know, even have a mini inside barbecue if you want, you know. And just enjoy the fact that Grimsby Town are back in meaningful football. In a meaningful match. The match is actually going to mean something. Rather than the Clee game, I thought we did fantastic in, but we could have done better in. But by doing it behind closed doors, like they've done with the trial matches, we don't know how they all are. We don't know how our lads did. We don't know how the trialists did. We don't know what Ollie's thoughts are. So all I would say is get behind the lads. Wear your black and white shirt with pride. Sing, doesn't matter if your neighbours get, what the hell is that? What? I can't, you know, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you are a Grimsby Town fan, you are a football fan. And be proud to wear that shirt and support the lads. I'm hoping that we do beat Morecambe next weekend. I want us to beat Morecambe next weekend. Because the way I look at it, more matches, the more players Ollie can bring in, the more matches he's got chance to not only work with them on the training field, but also see them in match action. So let's get behind the lads, and like everybody else in every division, get behind your club, because the clubs need you, but we want all clubs to do well, you know. And I feel like I said, I believe our fan base, the Grimsby Town fan base, is the best fan base you can get. We may be in a lot of clubs' eyes a small club. Small club doesn't take 5,000 fans away to Stamford Bridge. You know, they don't do that. You know, and Selhurst Park, 5,000 away there the season before. Small clubs don't do that. But what Grimsby Town have got is a big heart. So as I finish this video, it might seem like a bit of a rant. It might seem a bit of a bit of a lift towards supporters. Get behind what Ollie's doing. Get behind the club, because I certainly am. I think all fans should be. And let's get ready for the kick-off next week. It's not conventional. It's not the way we'd like to have started the year and started the season. We'd have loved a full squad by then. But whoever puts on that black and white on Saturday against Morecambe, let's cheer them on. Let's show them from afar why they've chosen the right club. Let's do it. I will be back next week, and I said, with any more transfer information. I will also be back with a little mini preview to the Morecambe League Cup tie, which happens on Saturday. I will see you then, guys. Leave me a message. Leave me a comment. Leave me anything you want to say. Subscribe to the channel. If you do subscribe, click the bell, and that'll let you know when I do upload. I said, like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next week for the start of the season. I'll see you soon, guys. Take care.